And so, just like that, the court date came and went. MidFirst Bank put in a bunch of documents. I overlooked them. The value of the condo is now up to $90,000 again. Property prices have been skyrocketing. It's definitely a seller's market. You put your house up for 120, you'll get 150 easy. But MidFirst Bank put in for 114,000 that they're seeking. So let's say they actually sold it for $90,000. There'd be $24,000 left over. Now, I've discussed with others about how, the reason MidFirst Bank is considered savage and ruthless is because the people who post online about it are, yeah, they absolutely wrecked me. But how many people go, wow, MidFirst Bank was so nice and kind to me, I'm going to post it up on Yelp? Probably not. All you're going to hear are people bitching about what they did to them. So you have a skewed outlook from what MidFirst Bank is and it might actually do. So will they be like, oh no, $25,000 business expense, write off, whatever? Or will they go after DSP for it? If they go after DSP, expect the marathon goal to be 24K. Yeah, can you imagine? It's like, no, guys, the $24,000 number at the top, that means nothing, guys. It's just a number pulled out of my ass. Ack. I think the guy got the condo for like 128, 137. I've seen two different numbers, but let's say round it up to 140. Oh no! When he was making $300,000 off of YouTube, let's say, heaven forbid, he actually paid his taxes on that. Oh no, he'd still have enough money left over to pay off the condo completely. You gotta remember, this is only happening because he did not pay off the Connecticut condo. And mind you, he made more than enough money to do it. This is a man that's made at this point, close to $2 million, but before he declared bankruptcy, was I want to say roughly $1.7 million before taxes. So let's say he was a good American citizen, actually paid his taxes. Oh no, that's $1 million left over. Oh, girl, he's gonna have these bills and those bills and that bills. Yes. But one of those bills was the Connecticut condo, and the HOA fees, and the property taxes, and the homeowner's insurance, and the private mortgage insurance, and minimum utilities, because you gotta keep the heat on, especially in a place that gets cold, so the pipes don't freeze. So all that money he threw at the house went down the drain after he moved. And it's according to him, I wanted to sell it, but they said I owe too much. Well, they'd be like, how much do I owe? How much do I have to get down to before you guys let me sell it? 60 grand? I'm currently at 110? Well, fuck. Give me 3 months. Especially at that time. Or when he was thinking about moving, be like, alright, well, I want to sell this. Well, you can't because you owe more than what's worth. Figure all that out. Oh no, he delayed moving by 6 months. Which again, I've always wondered, why was he in such a hurry to move out as quickly as possible? Because from what I've read and watched on Agent Popper covering it and stuff like that, the guy went, I am moving. 2 weeks later. Alright, Leanne and I are flying out to Seattle. 2 weeks later. We are now moving. 2 weeks later. They finally moved in. It was a 1.5, 2 month process at most for moving across the country. I spent more time looking for my house than I wasn't even moving across the country. Moving across counties and shit. Holy shit. Imagine it's alright, well, I'll save up my money, pay off this much every month. Get it down to the point that's, alright, I'm down to 60 grand that they said they'll sell it for. Alright, congratulations, I can now move, sell the condo, break even on it. Congratulations, you had to spend an extra $50,000. But back then he was making so much money. Hell, even until he got kicked from Twitch, he was making 10 grand plus a month without paying his taxes. But again, all that money goes to my bills, even though his bills don't equal $10,000 a month. So it really makes you wonder, why couldn't he pay off the condo? Was he playing WWE not Champions, Supercard that much back then? Or was it some other gacha game that he was dumping all his money into? And I know we had the statues, the collectibles, the toys, stuff like that, and some of the like classic games that probably cost a little bit of money, but he wasn't spending that much money. He wasn't spending $1.7 million money. Good job, DSP. Because you were too lazy to make one phone call to rent the place out. And others like, whoa, they could only gotten $800 and it cost me this much. Like, oh no, instead of paying $1,500 a month, you would have been paying $700 a month. Guess what? $700 a month is better than $1,500 a month. Alright guys, I'm gonna let you go. Thank you for watching. As always, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have a wonderful day.